Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner and welcome to the main event for Genshin Impact 2.5 Dream Realms Gateway offering. Now this is a very big event because this is gonna pretty much last throughout the entire update. It's an event focused on exploration, kinda similar to Golden Apple Archipelago, but a bit different. You'll see. I have made a prediction video about what's gonna happen. So we'll see if my prediction comes true, if some aspects of it are true or not, and see what this is gonna lead into later on. Now, if you guys remember, I have made a video just exploring the main quest of Enkanomiya, but ever since then, there has been many different other quest lines of Enkanomiya when it comes to exploring it, and we know more about Enkanomiya's lore. Now, I was planning on making a separate video on Enkanomiya because it is such a huge topic, but I never got the time to make it, and I don't think I'll make it anytime soon. So, what I'm gonna do is, if it's focused on an aspect of the lore that I do remember, I'm going to actually kind of pause there and then refer to that piece of the lore, because I think you guys deserve to know. And I think learning the lore about Enkanomiya is very important when it comes to doing this quest line. Now, what this series is going to focus on is just the main quests. And I made some side activities when it comes to exploration aspects or not. And in the end of this little 2.5 event series, I'm going to show you the reward that you can get. Because the rewards are pretty huge. And this is a very big quest line. So, let's get started. We're going to go back to the Enkanomiya Shrine. And I think we could be talking to Kokomi again, which is really nice since Kokomi is going to be somewhat relevant in this update, knowing that her banner is in the second half. And honestly, I feel like Kokomi just kept on getting overshadowed, so it's only a matter of time before we see more of her, even though she might just end up getting overshadowed in this event as well. Let's hope that's not the case.
This is a correspondence from Stingray 3. Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry about that.
Kokomi, how have you been? Captain of Swordfish 2. Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to have given you a grand reception, but as you can see... What's going on? Not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko?
Yeah.
What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
How could you not tell, Paimon?
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Enkanomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths. Based on her description of the person who took the commission, it was quite obviously you. This is all starting to sound pretty suspicious.
It's a bit late for that now, Paimon.
Anyway, I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryo ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production. Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external forces to drastically alter the people's diet, and we certainly shouldn't be overly reliant on imports. Paimon doesn't quite follow. Imagine all you had to eat from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat. Clearer now?
Opposite day. There's a thing Paimon can follow.
That would be terrible! The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the blood branch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's power. But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected. Instead, it just paused. This has never happened before in history. This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival. So I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomiya
So
to
you
investigate
can
the
send
situation.
people in Enkanomiya.
The news from
Okay.
Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before.
We can guess who this is.
Monsters and an all-engulfing darkness? That's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information, and the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties so far.
Oh
I
wow.
have sent several rescue teams already, but so far, the situation does not look promising. It brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island, I beseech you, please, lend us your assistance one more time.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now, and I know people are gonna hate me for this. This is the simp answer. This is the answer I'm gonna pick. I'm just saying that right now. For the sake of everyone on Watatsumi Island, I'll do it.
Thank you. Now, please, come with me to meet Tsuyuko.
Apodic refusal. Apodic. Huh. So now Suyuko's officially gonna get voiced. So, let's see if my theories are coming true or not. And maybe this will mean that Kokomi is actually gonna be more relevant unless she doesn't come down to Enkanomiya with us. If that's the case, then, well, all hope's lost.
Your Excellency, traveler. I did wonder. Hope you're both having a wonderful date so far.
Wait, what?
Cut the comedy, Tsuyuko, or I may have to have you and Naki switch posts next year. In which case, you'd be in charge of Spectre Eco Management on Watatsumi Island.
No need, I'll stop. So, since the two of you are here together, I assume it's
So it
about
was
Enkanomiya?
Suyuko that was talking.
Kokomi filled us in on what's been
Which
going
makes
on.
sense.
Kokomi.
What are you up to?
Right. Well, as I'm sure Her Excellency has told you, an ominous darkness has completely engulfed Enkanomiya. At the same time, strange humanoid monsters have appeared when the place should be completely deserted.
Humanoid monsters?
Armor that
Shadowy
can move
husks.
on its own. I know it sounds ridiculous,
Oh,
but we're not
okay.
talking about one spooked soldier hallucinating in the darkness. All the wounded who returned to Enkanomiya have described seeing the same thing. On top of this, even ordinary enemies seem to grow much stronger in the darkness. That's why Stingray 3 has sustained so many casualties. There's one other thing that the returning soldiers have mentioned. They say a shrine maiden who calls herself Tsumi has been helping to treat the wounded.
Oh?
Tsumi? I don't recall there being any record of a shrine maiden by
Sus.
that name in Enkanomiya.
Wait, so then...
That's the thing. There isn't one. But she held something called a Sento ceremony, which managed to keep a small area in the very center of
Why does that name
Enkanomiya
sound
brightly
so
lit.
familiar?
Thanks to her, the wounded soldiers have a safe
Sento.
zone where they can recuperate.
Sento. I've seen this term in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. But it's a ceremony that only works in Enkanomiya. So it was never
So
brought
is
to
it
Watatsumi
Tsumi's
Island.
voice that we hear
I'd
talking?
love to meet this Tsumi. But right now, helping the wounded has to be my top priority.
Your Excellency, even if you had no duties at all right now, there's still no way
Oh,
we'd let you
come
go down
on.
there. Enkanomiya is exceedingly dangerous right now. Only preeminent warriors like the Traveler and Paimon should venture there.
Please don't make this be an excuse that Kokomi...
Absolutely, 100%. This is a job only we can handle.
Please don't tell me this is the excuse that they give to make Kokomi even more relevant to this. I swear. If this is the excuse, I'd be very annoyed. Suiko, you really got Paimon.
Yeah. We've worked together plenty of times in the past, after all.
Do you have any other information about Tsumi?
It was mentioned that she wears a strange mask that covers the upper half of her face.
Wait, what? A mask shrouding half of her face. That's either one of two things. That either could be a mirror maiden from the Abyss Order. No, not the Abyss Order, the Fatui. Or she is another member of the Abyss Order that they're alluding, that I think this quest is alluding to. A masked shrine maiden, half of her face. Wait, isn't that also Kazari? Isn't Kazari a shrine maiden that wears a Kitsune mask?
How interesting. What is she trying to hide?
Also, why would the Fatui of all people
Your Excellency,
be involved in this?
in my humblest of opinions, Tsumi has shown nothing but goodwill so far. Since the situation is so critical, we don't have the resources to make other defense arrangements.
And that's the very
cast
much that's
suspicion
the
on
very
our
reason why we
allies.
should be casting suspicion on her.
I see what you mean. I have instructed Swordfish 1 to proceed to Enkanomiya and continue evacuating the wounded. Traveler, you can go with them.
You'll meet us
Swordfish
there,
1
right,
will escort
Kokomi?
you to the camp at the center of Enkanomiya.
Kokomi?
Also, please, take this with you.
What is that?
What's this?
It's
Looks
yeah,
like
like
a
a third
missing
of something.
piece of something.
That's clear
It's just a little
reference.
trinket. When you are faced with a difficult choice,
No, it's gonna
it
be
might
relevant
be
to the
able to
main
help you.
quest.
Your
Slash event.
Excellency. But isn't that...
Watatsumi Island doesn't need it anymore. Besides,
Wait, what?
both of the other two pieces are in Enkanomiya. If we're lucky enough, this could be our chance to reunite them.
Understood, Your Excellency.
So those 3 pieces.
Okay. Emergency measures to hold the Three Realms Gateway offering now underway.
I apologize for the trouble. Now please excuse me. I need to tend to the wounded. Please, see Ueno once you're ready.
Kokomi, you're gonna come to Enkanomiya though, right? No? No? Kokomi? Please be relevant? No? God damn it. So I like how when I like how when it comes I like how when like Suyuko teases the fact that clearly they're trying to make us like go on a date with Kokomi, which is I think Hoyover's calling us out. Kokomi's face is so funny. Whenever someone does that, like I'm so done with you face, it's just funny to me. First Lumine and then now Kokomi. My God, this is great.
Are you ready to venture into the dark shroud of Enkanomiya?
I've explored that place 100%, Ueno. I pretty much know that like the back of my hand. Let's go.
All right, follow me.
It can't be that bad, right? Now that is different. That is different. The music has changed as well.
Here's hoping I have the chance.
Oh, so then that's Ueno's voice. So that was Ueno's voice, cause I'm gonna really go back to the trailers and like try to like pick up on the voices I hear. And I remember hearing a voice where it was just a random male NPC saying, "Here's hoping I get the chance." I thought that was like an angel before it becomes like the full Abyss Lecter form. I guess now it's just Ueno talking, which makes sense again. The chance to do what?
Next year, I'm going to apply for Swordfish 1 to be redeployed into Spectre management. Because if it's that, or spend more time in Enkanomiya, I'll take my chance with the Spectres.
Oh, come on.
Those armor monsters, closing in on you. It's the stuff nightmares are made of.
Totally understand.
Anyway, we should be safe for now. There shouldn't be any more danger from here on out.
Who else is here?
Hey, what's up?
It's Yabe, the odd guy from Stingray 3.
You seem kinda chipper compared to all the other soldiers.
Do I? Well, I've pretty much always loved horror stories and ghost stories and stuff, ever since I was a kid. This trip to Enkanomiya is something else, though. Totally mind-blowing. Super fun. 10 out of 10. Would come again.
Totally do not understand.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sweet to have the chance to come to Enkanomiya. I actually kinda wanted to look into the Bunkoku Puzzle while I'm here. It's the first of the 4 great puzzles of Enkanomiya.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, please don't do that. We're the ones that'll have to come rescue you.
Alright, well, never mind that. There's a makeshift camp at the top of those steps over there. Yeah, you should head up and catch some rest if you haven't been there yet.
Okay, so what's this? The encroaching dark. Okay, so this is Enkanomiya. Wait. Yes, this is Enkanomiya that we recognize. We cannot access the entrance part of it. Oh, this is interesting. So the train is like an area that we haven't explored at all, but we clearly did. So every exploration that we've done, pretty much temporarily in this event, it's 0 when you started. Now I don't think this affects if you haven't 100%ed like what I did. I don't think it affects it at all. It's just no matter what percentage it is, it reverts back to 0 temporarily for the next 40 days during this event. And then you can, after this event's over, like from 2.6 and onwards, it'll be normal Enkanomiya all over again. Remember, events are temporary and quote-unquote non-canon if you haven't done them. So if you skip this event, it's gonna active as you haven't done this event at all. And oh my god, I thought that person was
Hey,
dead.
look! A shrine maiden taking care of the wounded! That must be Tsumi, right?
Leslie, I think Tsumi is the one.
You are different from all
Snake
the
Mask
others.
Shrine Maiden?
Are you human?
Well, he is, obviously. Just not a native of Watatsumi Island, that's all.
Is that Smokeface again?
And you? A human hatchling?
Okay, so it is Tsumi voice that we do hear in the trailer. It's a snake mask. It's a white snake. It's a kind of like a white snake as well. Or Bashi?
Oh, really?
Maybe?
Because I thought that humans lose the ability to fly when they reach adulthood. Just like the baptismal bishops lose the ability to see in color when they
Why do you
reach
know about that?
maturity.
Tsumi, you seem to know a lot about bishops.
Wait. How do you know my name?
Oh, the wounded soldiers mentioned you.
Why would you know about this, Tsumi?
Oh.
We came to investigate the darkness.
Greetings. My name is Ueno, acting captain of Swordfish 1. We're here to evacuate the wounded and support the traveler's investigation. Swordfish 1 needs to rest and reorganize before commencing the evacuation. I'll see you later.
So you're here to help resolve this, hmm? Very well. It's taking all the energy I have to keep this light shining. I don't have the strength to try and combat the spreading darkness, too.
Do you understand what's going on?
The Void Realm is invading. The people of Byakuya Koku
Void
believe
Realm.
that there are 3 realms. The Bishop Realm, the Human Realm.
About time
and
we
the
get
Void
to
Realm.
this. Finally.
The darkness spreading in Enkanomiya comes from the Void Abyss. Neither
Okay.
bishops nor humans can endure it.
So the episode is behind this,
Don't
of course.
baptismal bishops like the dark?
Not this kind.
No. They hate the light. But only because down here in the depths, the presence of light signifies human activity.
The
In
Void
fact,
Abyss.
The Bishop Realm is the realm of pure primordial elemental beings. It's actually referred to as the Light Realm in most books. The 7 sovereigns of the Light Realm are the 7 foremost elemental dragons at the pinnacle of the raw and primitive elemental forces.
You know how much lore they're just dumping on us right now? if you have guys have not read the Enkanomiya article books from the archives, you need to read them. Because this will mean no sense to you if you don't read them at all. Because what she just mentioned is a huge lore dump. These are basically just confirming a lot of the things that we pretty much read. Basically, the 7 sovereigns, the 7 foremost elemental dragons. Oh my god, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And we also get into the 3 realms now, which we would never known if you haven't done those side quests yet.
Not far off the mark, actually. But technically, I think it should be called the Triangle Gateway Offering.
Also, it's 3.
Because the source of the darkness from the void is the 3
The
towers at
Triquetra?
the corners of Enkanomiya's triangular borders.
That's what they're called,
the
right?
3 towers! The ones where we did those trials!
If you did those trials.
You've been there before?
Oh yes, I have.
That's a long story.
I like how they try to decanonize it in a way where they're like, oh, it's a long story, I don't want to say it. I'm like, no,
To
you
hide
should
my
say
face.
it, right?
It has to do with some things that happened as I was growing
What
up.
are you hiding?
I just don't want to scare anyone. That's all. Does that
Yo,
make me
how much do you wanna-
untrustworthy
hold on.
in your eyes?
How much do you want to bet that she is originally from Conria somehow, and she has the exact same eye problem that the Danes have at, and that's why she's hiding her face? How much do you want to bet that? Because I think that's the only reason why you want to hide your face. Something you want to hide here. And the one thing you want to hide is that mark of Conria, unless you're devoted to it, and you're not afraid of showing your allegiance at all. Kai has those marks of Conria in his eyes. Daislev has some sort of corruption, abyssal corruption in his face. So why would you be hiding it, Tsumi? She might be with the Abyss Order. She actually might.
No, not at all. You've been helping the wounded all this time. Everyone must be super grateful to you. It's just that...
I'm sorry for pausing, but this is huge. Are you kidding me? Wait, why betrayed? I don't want to see another match generally disappear. That's a reference towards Kazari. I don't want to be betrayed again. Who was that a reference to? Child? Who is the betrayed reference to? Someone that wears a mask. That betrayed child. No, not child, the traveler. The only person that is child. Slash Tartaglia. Is this supposed to infer to the fact that Tsumi could be either from the Abyss or Fatui then? Because Tsumi is definitely not a shrine maiden from Watatsumi Island. She's not from Watatsumi Island at all. I know for damn sure. But I want to say this. I genuinely want to say this.
Me neither. I hate betrayal too.
Oh my god.
Anyway, if you want to rid this
I
darkness
hate
from
betrayal
Enkanomiya,
too.
you can come to me for guidance. Of course.
I hate
If you can
betrayal
trust me.
too.
I'm going inside to tend to the wounded and check in with the new arrivals. Please excuse me.
It makes you really think. She also said the line, "This tower can hear my wishes" in the trailer.
What are we gonna do? Paimon really wants to trust Tsumi, but... oh, how about we go ask the wounded?
Makes you think. Makes you think a lot, huh? I'm sorry for pausing a lot, but this is huge, and we need to talk more about this. Honestly, I might just end up making a separate like a video on Enkanomiya, because as Enkanomiya lore, it's insane, and I think this is going more in depth with it. They mentioned the 3 different realms. They mentioned the dragon sovereigns. Those will never be mentioned unless you read the archives. Because the only big lore that we got for the main story quest that we had to do to unlock Enkanomiya is the fact that Enjo is from the Abyss Order, and Celestia is not part of this, is actually a colonizing invader.
It looks like they're resting. Let's not disturb them.
That's all we know from the main, from at least the main quest. If you have not done the other like side quest lines, then you will never know about Enkanomiya's past. You would not know about the Dragon Sovereigns, you would not know about the Three Realms, unless you read the archives, or you heard from someone else. All you know about is the Daiichi Mikoshi, and what's in this Troidelia Celestia, and a hint towards that the Abyss Orders might be involved in this quest. This is doing Enkanomiya so much favors right now.
Greetings.
Hello, we'd like to ask you about the masked shrine maiden, Tsumi.
Because of her strange mask? Well, you've come to the right person.
Cool.
Also, it's a snake mask, and the only snake that we know about is Orobashi. So what's up with that too?
I was one of the first people that she rescued. Straight away, I thought there was something very weird going on. Who is this shrine maiden who knows the lost ceremonies of Enkanomiya? And why is she covering her face with a mask? So I started pestering her about it. I wasn't going to let up until I got an answer.
And?
Wait.
There weren't so many people around at the time, so eventually she let me look behind the mask. It was actually
What is
pretty
she trying to
normal for
hide?
the most part. There's just one thing she's trying to
What
hide.
could it be?
Her eyes have snake-like pupils. Thin
Snake-like
vertical
wait.
lines.
Snake-like pupils and thin vertical lines. He did not say a diamond shape, so that could not be the mark of Kanria? Cause my original guess would be that she's Kanrian. Snake-like pupils. I have a few ideas. I'm just gonna say right now. Could she be Orobashi reincarnated? Is reincarnation a thing? Thin vertical lines, snake-like pupils. Could she also be blind?
Whoa. Weren't you scared?
I probably would have been if every Watatsumi Islander wasn't so familiar with our legends. Or I should say, our history.
Because there's only one reason you would know
The
about
first
Enkanomiya's
familiars of
lost
the
stuff.
Watatsumi Omikami were the vassals of Watatsumi. Legend has it that they are a half-human, half-snake kind who helped our ancestors fight back the Bathismal
Half human,
bishops.
half snake.
They were said to have disappeared long ago. But then Tsumi showed up, and as soon as I saw her snake eyes, I
A vassal.
instinctively trusted her. It's like the vassals have returned to help us in our moment of need.
These vassals fought off the baptismal bishops. Kinda similar
I'm no
to
expert
how,
by any means, but I think Tsumi can be trusted.
Something feels off. Wasn't the baptismal bishop scared by the light? Actually, no, they can't be scared by the light. Let me just mention that the Animal Realm is also known as the Light Realm. There's something about that Daiichi Mikoshi as well was kind of suspect, because what we know about is that we were under the impression that the baptismal bishops love darkness. And ever since the Daiichi Mikoshi was created, that kind of like pushed them away. But now we're saying that snake vassals fought off the baptismal bishops. It's confusing. It's really confusing.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Hi there. We wanted to ask you what you know about the masked shrine maiden, Tsumi.
Snake-like eyes.
I see. What are you looking to know exactly? I've tried asking if she's seeing anyone, or whether she's looking right now, but she seems pretty tight-lipped about her love life.
That's not what we meant at all. We were more wondering, do you think there's anything suspicious about her?
Suspicious, huh? Suspicion, the unknowable, the unpredictable, unexplored territory.
And the Moto is
Mysterious?
not taking this seriously at all.
Enigmatic, enchanting, bewitching, compelling, addicting. Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Be serious.
I am being serious.
You're not. You're joking around.
Okay, look. If I had to pick one thing about her that's suspicious, I'd say, okay, two things. Number one, her mask.
Well, everyone's
It's
been talking
pretty
about that
scary.
mask.
I don't know why she chose it. Number 2, some kind of pendant fell out of her sleeve when she was bandaging me up. It looked like it was a broken off piece of something.
Oh.
So maybe when you put them
That's
together,
the second
it makes a
fragment.
whole.
That's the second one. We had the first piece.
Huh. Maybe the other half is held by Tsumi's
What do you mean
lifelong
half?
sweetheart.
Sounds like you hit the nail on the head, so, maybe ease off a little, bro? Paimon thinks we've got enough answers
Okay.
now. Let's find somewhere to recap what we know so far.
Okay, so
Tsumi's just inside the room. It'd be a bit awkward if she hears us talking about her behind her back.
but okay, so I'm so a bit off topic here. You know how when Paimon said you hit something on the head, bro, or something like that? You could actually hear her VA. You could actually hear Paimon's VA, according to Becker, I believe. And they go by they, by the way. You gotta respect those pronouns. You could hear them laughing, and I caught that immediately. It's hilarious. I don't know if that was a one take or if that was a two take. I don't know. I didn't know that was like an accidental take, but they just chose to keep that take because it would be funny. But you can't get past by me. I hear that laugh. And they just even kept the dialogue in that as well.
Here's what we learned from
That's
the soldiers.
great. Now, no, did they add the bro part after they said the line, or did they add the bro part because they said the line? Did they add the bro part because they said the line, or was this planned from the start when they're writing the dialogues? Because I'm curious.
Tsumi's mask hides her snake eyes, which the people of Watatsumi Island believe to be a distinguishing feature of Orabaxi's vassals.
Or Boxy?
Based
I mean,
on
or
her
Bashi?
actions, it seems like all she wants to do is protect the people of Watatsumi Island. And from what she said, she's doing everything she can to combat the darkness spreading in
The
Enkanomiya.
biggest BS I've heard
So
of.
she seems pretty trustworthy.
I still have some reservations. When it comes to Genshin, you cannot allow these things to just bypass like that. You gotta look into it deep enough to know that something is definitely off. And Dora, stop sleeping. Good Oceanette.
Paimon gets it. Like, why is she covering her pupils when they're obviously an easy way to win everyone over? Guess we'll just have to
Because
see
of
what
something
she has
else
to say
she's
for
had
now.
that they probably
But
don't
let's keep our
recognize,
guard
like
up
the
just in
mark
case.
of Conria. I mean, they didn't mention the mark of Conria. They only mention the pupils, and that's it. But maybe they don't mention it because they don't know that's the mark of Conria, because they're not that smart. Okay, I'll shut up. Like, seriously, why else would she know about Enkanomiya's history? Either she's Conrian, or she's somehow immortal and lived past Enkanomiya's downfall? Why else would she know about Enkanomiya's history? This is way too suspicious here.
So, how's it going? Have you made a decision?
Yep, let's team up to tackle the darkness.
Okay, then take this. It's called the Bakuso Box. I found it in the Dainichi Mikoshi when I was looking for a solution.
You found it in there?
Actually, the Dainichi Mikoshi was where I found the method and tools for the Sento ceremony. Lucky I can read human writing.
You get what?
Why wouldn't you be able to? Or did
Human
you
writing?
think it's
You're not
lucky that
human.
You can
You're
read
not.
the ancient Enkanomiyan script.
Oh, nothing. I just meant the script in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium. I
That's
don't
not how it
actually know
works,
if it's
Tsumi.
ancient or modern.
You either read human writing or you don't. And you don't, clearly, right? Can you read human writing? I'm getting more confused the more you try to explain.
Never mind all that. Let's get back to business. The Bakuso Box collects light. It can dispel the darkness from the void within a small radius. So, for example, with the power of the Bakuso Box, you can turn monsters affected by the darkness back into their original forms.
Take off their
As
corrosion.
it happens, there are some monsters causing trouble around the camp. Go and try out the Bakuso Box on them. I will join you shortly.
So the Bakuso Box is pretty much your main thing you can use. If the Bakuso Box is what you use, you cannot use the NRE. So be careful, got it? Also again, there is no statue of the 7, meaning you can't heal. I mean, you can still heal, it's just gonna take a much longer time, so be careful. Just be careful. Now we have these monsters here. He'll chosen the best mages. Some foes will maintain that will be defended by the darkness and cannot be defeated by ordinary means. You can spend a certain amount of energy to use the Bakuso Box to destroy the Aegis of Unlight, and deal a certain amount of damage to such opponents. The Aegis of Unlight. Now they can be destroyed by professional means. Let's take them out. More common Enkanomiya means more beautiful music.
Beg for mercy. Useless. Eye for an eye.
You're done. Oh, she just teleported here.
You're
Sauce.
a good fighter.
Why, thank you.
You bet.
I fought gods.
We were the ones who went and got the Blood Branch Coral that one time after all.
I also beat up God. Wait, what?
You. So you.
What's wrong?
You should have.
Nothing. If what you say is true, then I'm
Why are you
sure
so
you'll be
angered
able to
by
conquer the
by
3
me
border
saying that,
towers
huh?
quite easily.
Why are you so angered?
Also, there are a few things I need to explain to you. According to what I have read, the fundamental purpose of the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri is to use the serpent god's life force to awaken its second familiars, the Senga Coralia.
What
They
the
are
hell?
creatures that break down raw, primitive elemental energy into the milder elemental energy of the human realm.
The Senga
The giant coral is a symbol that the Senga Coralia have been
Excuse
awakened
me?
by the serpent's blood.
What the hell was this? What? Creatures that break down raw primitive elemental energy to milder elemental energy of the human realm. The giant coral is a symbol of the Senga Coralia.
The mass awakening of the Senga Coralia causes a transformation in the ecological environment of Enkanomiya.
This is something we've never heard of.
Sense. Even if you took away the darkness and the monsters, Enkanomiya would still look pretty different now with all the new plants and ore around.
Things are even more complicated than usual this time. The darkness from the Void Realm seems to be
They're referring to it as the
suppressing
light
things
now,
in the
not
light
elemental.
realm and the human realm, causing them to come to a standstill. You may need to use the power of the Bakuso Box to dispel the darkness and allow the ecological transformation to continue. Please, try to solve the problem using the Bakuso Box. I'll wait for an update for you under the statue over there.
Okay. Use the Bakuso Box to complete the challenge. So this is another usage of the Bakuso Box. You could pretty much find these little challenges or like time trial challenges, and you had basically disperse them and then start it up, and that can start the challenge. And beat up more enemies.
Rack and ruin. Gee, cross over.
Also, why was Yuko been angered about me getting the Bunkoku branch? He said, "Oh, so you," and then that's it.
Wow, it works! Let's go back and tell Tsumi.
Also, by the way, more Primo gems. I mean, not more. Yeah, more Primo gems. And we get more. We get a different type of sigil. So this is the 4th type of sigil. This type of sigil is pretty much the sigils that you can get to buy something from the shop, basically. Or in Azuma specifically, you can use that. You can use sigil for the Sacred Sakura. It's that type of sigil we're talking about here. Also, I'm just gonna teleport because I'm not gonna try to get lost. Oh, even the it's a snake. Even the symbol changed. What's up with that?
It seems that you have mastered the Bakuso Box. Now, let me tell you about the ultimate purpose of this operation. As I said, we need to proceed to the 3 towers on Enkanomiya's borders. They're towers of the void, restored to their original form by a certain Abyss adherent.
Abyss adherent? Wait,
Abyss adherent.
do you
Excuse
mean-
me?
He's a purveyor of incessant nonsense. Somehow he found out
Enjo.
about the 3 realms and the 3 corners, and brought those things in using abyssal technology.
It's Enjo, obviously.
Then he started disseminating abyssal energy using the towers. This caused great suffering for both the Sangakaralia and the Bathismal bishops. I don't know why he's doing this. For us, the abyss is highly toxic. For them, intoxicating is more the word. Addictive, but still destructive. Maybe he just likes to toy with people and stab them in the back.
Paimon knows exactly who you're talking about.
Are you saying you were betrayed by Enjo?
You know him? Then it seems we have a common enemy.
Oh, you bet we do.
To get rid of the darkness, you need to climb
Why
to
do
the
you think
very
you got
top of the
betrayed by
Towers of the
Enjo?
Void and activate the Light Realm Chisel, which will let in the energy of the Light Realm. In Enkanomiya, the ley lines of the human realm, the elemental currents of the Light
Recording
Realm,
lanes
and the
again!
dark currents of the Void Realm are all exceptionally strong. Also, I only performed the Sento ceremony going off the steps in the book, but I believe the key to the ceremony is the statue in front of us. You can offer crystals of Light Realm energy to it to increase the Bakuso Box's power. Also, resting here can restore the box's energy. Please, take this hand-drawn map. I've marked out the locations of the 3 towers for you. You'll need to explore one step at a time, and I'd recommend you start with this tower.
Ah yes, this is an amazing hand-drawn tower. Yeah, this is an amazing map, by the way. I love it.
Well, that's as much help as I can offer you. I'll be waiting here for the good news.
Alright. I guess we're ending off here then. There it is. Now we have unlocked this event fully. While Enkanomiya is covered in darkness, Light Realm sigils can be obtained by opening chests, unlocking waypoints, and completing your exploration objectives. You may offer them up at the statue to upgrade the Bakuso Box and strengthen its corrosion resistance, and retain various abilities that help in exploration. Choose the recuperate option at the statue to clear the accumulated corrosion from the nearby travelers, and recharge the Bakuso Box energy to full. You may also capture coral butterflies or touch light conscious to restore the small amount of energy for the Bakuso Box. When you explore darkened Enkanomiya, that's what it's calling, by the way. You can also obtain Light Realm cores by opening luxurious chests. Each Light Realm core can be used at the statue of the vassals to activate any Bakuso art. The Bakuso arts will help you explore and fight. New Realms Gateway offering Aftermath. So this pretty much like that. It seems to be the ending quest of some kind. We have Bakuso arts we cannot we don't have access to yet. Oh, that is cool. That is really cool. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Interesting. So, I wonder how I'm gonna make this work. We have this, the Bunkoku Enigma, and these 3. I think I'm just gonna end off here for now. But just know that we have a lot of things going into this, and this might not be a short series that I thought it would be. We have a long way to go before we can pretty much save Enkanomiya from this darkness. Actually, no, I'm curious. Let's do the recuperate and see what happens. Okay, so this pretty much just... Yep. Bakuso Box regenerated, and the offering of the statue, we have these Light Realm sigils. And we have these rewards. So basically, they treat us like the Sacred Sakura, kind of, I guess. So there's not a market. Like, there's not like a market for this event, no. Our rewards are not from the markets. We can get some rewards here, and we actually get some more abilities to the Bakuso Box. At level 4, we actually get a very special weapon, which I'm just gonna say right now is the Oathworn's Eye. And I don't know what this is good for. I don't know. I don't think it's good for Kokomi. It looks like Kokomi's nature weapon. I don't think it's for Kokomi. Now we have these Omen of Sight, which are the refinement materials to get I believe, the next refinement. We have another one to get the 2nd rank, or the 3rd rank. Another one to get the 4th, or the 3rd. So yeah, pretty much this is gonna help us get to R5 Oathworn Eye, and the very end of rank at level 15, you get your Crown of Insight for this event. Pretty simple, very nice, very nice. I might just like, I don't know if I want to save up to get all 15 at once, or if I just want to really get it like a bit at a time. And for the quests, I think I'm gonna just handle the 3, like these ones as like separate videos. So part 1 I'm gonna do on a separate video. Part 2 will be a different video. Part 3 will be a different video. And I guess side quests, I guess I'll see if I can try like pushing them like as like one little as like another video where I just do like all the side quests possible. I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is very different compared to Golden Apple Archipelago. Now, am I gonna try going for like these things on camera? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, like this one's obviously lore, or like this obviously is for story. But these just feels like optional stuff, in my opinion. Just things you can do as exploration. I don't think we can focus on the exploration aspect too much. I'm just gonna focus on the story aspect on this, and I'll show you the rewards that you can get, like I'm showing right now. Because honestly, I think maybe this will be as long as I thought. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll just go by ear. So next time we will be tackling the 3 Realms Gateway offering part 1 and see what we can do. Alright, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to see more of this content, and I'll see you guys next time on 2.5 3 Realms Gateway offering. See you guys then. ACairconditioner signing out.